Sometimes people see a wildlife photo and think, wow, that's beautiful. And it is. But behind every great photo, there's a cost that most people never see. And sometimes this includes the photographer themselves. The early mornings, the long hours waiting, the missed shots that stay with you for days, the quiet moments that remind you wildlife photography often takes as much as it gives. Great wildlife photos aren't just made with a camera, they're made with patience, perseverance, emotion, and sometimes a lot of heartache. Every photographer knows that feeling. You spot the perfect light, the perfect moment, the perfect angle, and somehow it slips away. Maybe the bird turns its head or flies from its perch in the wrong direction. Maybe you look away for just a fraction of a second, but it happened at the worst time possible. And in that moment, you feel it. That quiet sting of the almost. It's funny. Sometimes the most powerful shots come after 10 failures in a row, but that's part of what drives us. We chase perfection, knowing full well that we'll never really reach it, because the truth is, it's not about getting the perfect photo. It's about becoming the kind of person willing to wait for it. There's a side to wildlife photography that most people will never see, and most photographers rarely talk about. It's the isolation. You can spend an entire day alone, miles from everyone, waiting on a single moment that might never happen. It's peaceful, but it's heavy too. You start to hear the rustle of every leaf, every shift in the wind. Your own breathing becomes part of the rhythm of the place. There are times when your legs are tired, you're exhausted, cold, hungry, and wondering, why am I even doing this? But then a beam of light hits just right. A bird lands in front of you, and suddenly everything makes sense again. Those few seconds of beauty remind you that all of the waiting was worth it. Not every emotional cost comes from failure. Some come from connection. When you spend enough time in the wild, you begin to recognize faces, or at least patterns. You start to care about the animals you photograph. And when one disappears, or you see it struggling, it hits you a little differently. You realize you're not just photographing wildlife, you're witnessing life itself in its fragile beauty. There have been moments where I've pressed the shutter and instantly felt my heart sink, because sometimes the photo is powerful, but the story behind it is painful. There's also the question that never leaves your mind. Am I crossing the line? Every wildlife photographer at some point wrestles with this. How close is too close? Is my presence changing what's happening right now? Sometimes the best photo is the one you don't take. I've walked away from shots that would have been beautiful because getting it meant breaking trust or pushing an animal past its comfort zone. And yes, it hurts to let that shot go, of course. But it's the kind of pain that reminds you why you're out there in the first place. The emotional cost is real, but so is the reward. Every image that truly moves someone was paid for, with time, with patience, with emotions. That's what makes it valuable. It's not about likes, comments, or shares. It's about standing in nature, feeling small, and realizing that something greater just let you in for a moment. Maybe that's the real gift of wildlife photography. It doesn't just connect us to the natural world, it connects us to ourselves. Hey, are you looking for a new photo editor? Maybe you're looking for a brand new one or switching from one you're already using. You need to check out DxO Photolab 9 with its industry-leading noise reduction software and now its AI masking tools. It is one of the best raw photo editors in the industry today. It's why I use it and why I trust it with all of my professional editing work. Hey, head on over. I have a link down in the show notes. You can check it out for yourself. If you decide you want to purchase it though, make sure you use my special discount code at the time of checkout. That is Magnolia, and that will save you 15% off of your purchase. If you're not quite ready to make a purchase, that's cool too. But be sure to download a 30-day free trial where you can try out the program with absolutely zero restrictions. If you're thinking, hey, I'd love to download it, but I'm not quite sure how to use it, and I don't know that I want to spend the next year or two trying to learn it, well, don't worry, because I have a DxO Photolab 9 Masterclass. I'll teach you everything you need to learn. I'll even show you my exact editing process. I'm going to teach you how to create a very consistent step-by-step editing process so you too can create professional editing results with all of your photos. Just check it out. Go to my store, magnoliaphotography.com/store. Thank you so much for joining me in today's show. I really appreciate it. But before you go, you might want to check out this next video right here.